What's up guys, Chris here, or MightyFurtado, bringing you some Team Fortress 2 gameplay, and we actually are playing on a new map. We don't know what it is, but it's on the same server, which is a free frag 24/7 Payload server. Payload is the game type where you're either a team that defends or attacks the enemy, obviously. But nice triple kill here I got, triple or double. But the object of this game, obviously, if you're either the blue team, I believe it's a blue team, you're supposed to attack the red team's base. If you're the red team, you have to stop blue team from obviously dropping the bomb on the last objective, or the last circle. In this game, I'm actually using a new weapon. I actually found out through a comment on my previous video, or the two videos back, that you can actually rent out weapons in Team Fortress 2, just weapons, not clothing items per se. But I actually found it out through a subscriber of mine, and I will put his channel link down below. And he told me that you could actually, rent out the items for a week, and that you could test them out, and then during that period you have a 25% discount. So let's say if this item's priced at $10, I think it comes down to $7.50, which is really cool. I really do like that. I really like how Steam or Valve is, what they're doing with Team Fortress 2. It's a brilliant idea. But let's move on to today's topic, and today's topic is actually something I found on Reddit, and this article comes from TheVerge.com, and it's exclusive. Valve working on Steambox gaming console with hardware partners could announce at GDC. Now, GDC is a expo. I believe I'm going to search when it's held. It's actually this coming week, the 5th, so Monday through Friday. And it's a game developers conference, and we can obviously expect a lot of gaming announcements to come out during next week. I think it's the second biggest thing for game announcements and console announcements, or information about video games besides E3. E3 is obviously the top show. That's when the three major platformers, or three major companies, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, actually announce all their big plans for the coming year. Now, what this article is stating is that Valve could actually announce a console that could compete with Xbox 360, the PS3, and the Wii or Wii U, because the Wii's are basically dead already. So now this is actually a really great idea if Valve comes through with this. Now, Valve co-founder Gabe Newell recently told Penny Arcade, I believe a couple months back, that if they have to sell hardware, then they will. Now, if they go through with this and announce a console at GDC, even not at GDC, but E3 as well, this could put Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo in danger. Now, let me just state this. I'm no way a PC fanboy, Microsoft fanboy, Sony fanboy, or a Nintendo fanboy. I own all the current generation consoles. I own all of the previous generation consoles. I own a gaming PC. I own actually like 3 or 4 PCs in my house. I have all the parts. I basically could build 4 or whatever PCs. So am I no way a fanboy? Now, let me tell you why Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft could be in trouble. If you guys are a PC gamer, then you obviously might have heard of Steam. And what Steam is a source, a program basically where you can download games, and it's owned by Valve. Now, Steam is obviously probably the best PC program you can get to get PC games. Just the features that are in the program. Friends list, voice chat. You can create like groups. I already said I had friends. Like a chat box. There's a ton of other things, and the main thing about why everybody likes Steam is the low prices that they have. They usually have every winter there is a winter sale for obviously Christmas and New Year's, and in the summer there is a summer sale. I'm not too sure if there's like a go back to school sale in the fall. I think there might be, and usually they have like special weeks, and every weekend they either have a game that is discounted at a heavily price, or they have free weekends where games such as, for example, this weekend, Payday the Heist is actually 50% off, and it's a free-to-play weekend, so you can basically play the whole game for the weekend, and obviously you have it at a discounted price of 50%. Now, let's continue back onto the article. Why I think Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft are in trouble. If Valve were to make a console like Steam and had, Steam built into this console, this could lead to many problems with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Why am I saying this? Is because since Steam has amazing deals and they have all these partnerships with all these publishers, everybody loves Steam. There's over, I believe right now, if I were to check, there's probably about 4 to 3 million players online. I'm actually going to check that for you. There's about 2,726,151 gamers online. Now, imagine that being transferred over to the console. Now, let's say if they were to actually release this console, what would be a really cool thing is that if you owned a game such as Team Fortress 2, you could play with the PC players on the, using the Valve console. This would be the coolest fucking idea Valve has ever come up with. And honestly, if they do announce it, like I've stated so many times in this video, the three major companies are obviously in trouble because Valve, has, really good negotiations or whatever you like to call it with these three big companies. And, if they were to sell games using this console, it's sort of like OnLive. If you guys haven't heard of OnLive, it's basically a streaming, online streaming kind of console. You can play it on your PC as well, or you can pay, I believe, $99.99 for the console, and you can actually play at home. Now, what Valve can either do is basically they could do what OnLive is doing and stream the game, or you can download. But that's the problem, is that a lot of people, or a lot of gamers' internets aren't, built with unlimited bandwidth. Now, if you have like a shit ton of games on your, if you have a shit ton of games on your Steam library and you want to download all those games onto the consoles, which would be another cool idea, is that if you sign in through the Steam console, that you can actually download all the games, that you have in your library onto the thing. But then that's another problem, is that what about the hard drive space that comes with it? Are we able to put our own hard drives in it? Are we able to, it really depends what Valve wants to do with this console, if they even decide to make this console. I think it'd be a really cool idea, and it would be another cool idea if it actually came with a, kind of like a joystick, not joystick, but, like a controller, Xbox controller or PS3 controller, or there's a USB in the front of it and you could hook up your keyboard and PC. So instead of, going out to buy like a gaming PC, which would cost anywhere from like $600 to $800, you can buy this little console, hook it up to your TV using HDMI cord, and then there's a USB ports in the front of it, and you could basically use your keyboard and mouse to play these games, which is a really cool idea. And I hope Valve goes through with this, because this could basically eliminate Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo from the gaming competition. But anyways, guys, this gameplay is almost over. If you guys do want to check the article down below, I will leave a link to it down below, and you guys can hopefully check it out. But anyways, guys, this is Chris or MightyFurtado. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well as the commentary. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.